Hello friends, how are you? Myself Abhijit, I am the Managing Director of Jeet Group EduVenture as well as Jeet School of Business. Today I am going to present some facts about the prevalent crisis in the education industry. Yes friends, I am talking about industry. I am talking about the industry which you all call as a profession. Why I am calling it as an industry? Because 500 million, which means 50 crore of Indian population belongs to the age category of 5 to 24 years. Yes, which means 40% of Indian population belongs to that category which we call as students category. Friends, it was estimated in the year 2018 that the education industry has net worth of 91.8 billion US dollar, which rose to 102 billion US dollar in the year 2019. So, after seeing, the general rule of economics, after seeing a lot of scope in this business, a large sector, a large part of the youth got attracted towards this business, to this profession. Now, this was the brighter part of the story. Now, coming to the darker part of the story, this education industry is now on the verge of dying. Yes, friends, I'm talking about the period from March 15 to today's present current date. This education industry has got a big slap from everywhere, from parents, from the government, from general people. Everywhere, this sector, I'm talking about teachers, they are neglected. Today in this episode, I'm going to present some facts, some data which are published in the prominent newspapers of India. Now, starting with the report, it was found that 8,882 school teachers became unemployed in the month of March itself, starting from March 15 to June 1st. This was an article published in Indian Express on 1st April 2020. Coming to another data, in the reports of Forbes, 1 billion teachers and non-teaching staff became jobless in the month of April itself, with corona hitting each and every sector. I'm talking about the data which are printed, and this data are available in the public domain, friends. In a report of Times of India dated 12th July 2020, in Haryana, 1 lakh teacher and other non-teaching staff became jobless in the month of April and May. In the article of Indian Express dated June 25, 2020, due to the COVID, several preschools in Maharashtra got shut down. Approximately 9,000, I'm highlighting this, 9,000 preschools in Maharashtra got shut down, leaving thousands of teachers and non-teaching staff jobless. The most agonizing part of this fact is that these school owners didn't have money to pay the rent, neither did they have any funds to give any salary to the teaching as well as non-teaching staff. Coming to another data printed in the United News of India, 210 private school teachers were left jobless due to lockdown in Kangra, Himachal Pradesh. You can see the place, Himachal Pradesh. This part of India was also affected by this job crisis. Now, when the school owners found themselves in a miserable condition, they didn't have any resort but to go to the government. But to make the problems more worse, government demanded from the school owners to put a blanket ban on the fees, not to demand any fees from parents, not to demand any school fees, tuition fees whatsoever. So what happened? This happened. At last, the problem escalated. 3 institutions, which means the school fraternity, the government as well as the parents organization, three of them, they fought, and finally High Court had to intervene in the problem. High Court gave a judgment. The judgment was, you can't put blanket ban on school fees. Now this defeat at the hands of school owners, personally I think it created a permanent barrier between school owners association as well as the government. Coming to the next article, it was printed in India today. It showed that schools were shut down throughout the country. In Mohali, in Chandigarh, thousands of teachers, thousands of bus drivers and the non-teaching staff, they were jobless. Now, the sad part of this story, teachers turning into criminals. As per an article printed in Times of India on September 11, 2020, a tutor was caught red-handed while doing robbery. Yes, friends, I'm talking about a heinous crime. A teacher was converted into criminal. It's quite evident in the fact. And the use of word tutor turned thief. Does it sound prestigious award type of thing? You know, you actually assign a teacher with a lot of respect, but when you listen, when you come to know that a teacher is a thief, now how agonizing this is. Coming to the next fact, printed in the Hindustan Times on June 28, 2020, a Telangana teacher now left the teaching profession and he is doing all laborious work. It's quite evident. These are real picture, friends. These are not any artificial, these are not taken from some other source. These are the real pic, and it was printed in Hindustan Times, as I've told, June 28, 2020. A teacher was forced to do laborious work. Now, moving to the next article. A 40-year-old man who used to work as teacher now does repairing of cycle. Yes, friends. A teacher, after spending almost 20 years in this profession, is forced to repair cycles. Now, friends, you know Manrega. Manrega is basically a scheme of government to provide money to the laborers. Now, a teacher getting converted into labor and getting money by means of this scheme. A very agonizing situation. You can please have a look at this article. It was printed on May 20, 2020, where teachers were converted in laborers. It was printed in a report given by NDTV. Coming to the next fact, in Jansatta, an article was printed on June 29, 2020, where a teacher was forced to do some other work apart from teaching, like using sewing machines, doing laborious work. So you can go through these headlines. Now, friends, few last articles. The Hindu newspaper printed an article where it showed that a teacher in Telangana was now doing the work of marketing. Yes, friends, he was now a salesman, not a teacher. Now, friends, coming to the last part of this video. You will question me, sir, what is your aim in putting all this data together? Friends, my aim is only one, that you have to realize that we teachers now are suffering because of what? Because of government policies, because of demands from the parents association. It was a time when teachers were respected. You know what Chanakya told us? This is the picture which I have presented. You can see that Chanakya told that शिक्षक कभी साधारण नहीं होता, प्रलय और निर्माण उसकी गोद में खेलते हैं. Friends, I always believed that शिक्षक कभी साधारण नहीं होता, but I always used to speak it as कोई शिक्षक कभी साधारण नहीं होता या कोई साधारण कभी शिक्षक नहीं हो सकता. Now, but the agonizing fact is that we teachers are considered as beggars. We are the left out portion of this society where no one is worried about this segment. So, my personal appeal from this platform to everyone who is viewing this video, please do something for the upliftment and the betterment of teachers. Thank you. I'll meet you in the next video.